Philadelphia Eagles handled business this past weekend. Saquon Barkley, what's going on, dude? The whole sliding thing, I don't know what was up with that when he could have scored a touchdown, but hey, whatever. He said he might pull a hammy if he kept running. I don't know. We got either the Minnesota Vikings or the Los Angeles Rams that are both playing right now. The Rams are up 10-3 at the moment, heading into Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. So we don't fully know the matchup at the time of making this video, but I think Dub and I are skilled enough that we can break this down either way. I've got the Rams winning, as you can see on our video that we posted last week, where we talked about these games for this weekend with the wild card. I got the Rams pulling out this win in Arizona. Again, a big shout out to everyone who's doing everything to support the victims of the fires in LA. Continue to pray and uplift everyone who's been affected by that natural disaster. But the game has moved to Arizona. The Rams have been super effective in this first quarter with passing the ball. Matt Stafford is clicking on all cylinders. They're up 10-3. I'm going to go ahead and say that they're going to win this football game. This is Sam Darnold's first playoff game, by the way. First playoff start for Sam Darnold. So, again, there might be some nerves there. But I'm going to go with the Rams closing this out and going into Philadelphia. Now, in terms of my analysis of what will happen if the Rams go to Philadelphia, I think the first thing that I think about is the Eagles' offense. Saquon Barkley has been super dynamic, but coming off of the concussion protocol, Jalen Hurts didn't look comfortable to me in the pocket. He didn't look comfortable taking the ball down, getting upfield, scrambling. He didn't look all the way comfortable like he was all the way there. And I think in order for them to beat the Rams, they're going to need to be able to throw the ball. They're going to need to be able to be effective in the pass just as they are in the run. The Rams got hot at the end of the season. This is a team that, week 7, week 8, looked like they were in a rebuild. Looked like the Rams were packing it up. I want to say they were 2-5 at the time. So it looked like the Rams were packing it up. And lo and behold, they just go on a run. And they beat some really good teams across that run. The Rams can score the ball. Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Kyron Williams on offense. Again, Kyron Williams, anytime touchdown is gold. I like that. I got the Rams beating the Eagles in Philadelphia to go to the NFC Championship. I just think there's something about this team. The Eagles seem, like the vibe is off. They've been out of sorts. There was the whole issue with, A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts. They were saying they were friends before he came, and now it's more about business. I don't know what's going on. You got Nick Sirianni arguing with fans on the sideline earlier in the season. You don't just put all of those things away. That doesn't just go away, and it's a totally clean slate going into the playoffs. There are issues. There's turmoil. There's something going on with this team, and they just don't look all the way there. Mind you, if they were, this is one of the most dynamic offenses in the league with Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith. This should be one of the better offenses in the league. Jalen Hurts at quarterback. Can't forget about him. But I just feel like there's something that – what was that, bro?
Got about a tight end as well. He's pretty deadly too.
Yeah. I mean, on all levels, when it comes to offense, this is a dynamic team. But I feel like there's just something that maybe we can't see or something that's not being spoken that's an issue. And I think they get their issue when they take on this Rams team. The Rams defense has been playing pretty solid. Still some solid players over there. So I got to go with the Rams, man. I've been picking underdogs. The Rams are underdog in this game with the Vikings, even though they're the higher seed. Again, the NFL's got to do something about that. No way a 15-2, 14-3, I think Vikings team should be playing on the road against a Rams team that barely got into the playoffs. But the way the seeding is today, they got the higher seed. So I got to go with the Rams. Who do you have, Dub, in this matchup of presumably the Rams and the Eagles or the Vikings and the Eagles?
Okay. I agree with you that they need to take a deeper dive into the whole ranking system. for the NFL. Honestly, you just take the best teams within the conference, the top teams in the conference, and that's what it should be. It shouldn't be the whole divisional thing. You can still win your division, but that shouldn't really dictate, your whole playoff seeding. It should be based on your record. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, especially when you got divisions like the NFC South.
Oh man,
where it's just piss poor, in terms of overall. So yeah, I agree with you 100%.
So I'm gonna go Vikings. With the matchup against the Rams, I'm gonna have to go Vikings. What I've seen, regular season, postseason, two different seasons, two different seasons. But in my opinion, even though the Vikings are down by 10 right now, that's a small margin. They'll be able to flip that around very quickly and advance to the next round. So now we have the Vikings facing the Philadelphia Eagles. And honestly, all across the board, I mean, the Vikings are pretty balanced. Got Devin Cook in the backfield. Had a pretty decent season, rushed over 100 yards. Got Sam Darnold, who passed over 4,500 yards. Minimal interceptions. You got Jay Jettas on the outside. You got Brandon Addison. I mean, they have
Aaron Jones in the backfield.
Aaron Jones, my bad.
Aaron Jones.
Boy, up in Buffalo, my bad. Jones. Still rushed over 1,000 rushing yards, right? So very dynamic offense, great coaching. He's a leader of men. I like the head coach. So for me, I have the Vikings beating the Eagles. And to your point about the Eagles locker room right now, this is just the worst time to have locker room conflict, especially when you guys are trying to galvanize together to take it to the next level. And I have to blame the head coach for that. The head coach has to get that under wraps. And it appears that he, as you mentioned, JT, he's arguing with fans. Why are you arguing with fans, bro? If you were to take any coach in the NFL right now and hand him over that Eagles roster, no words. Like, that roster is stacked from top to bottom. And so there's no reason why the Eagles shouldn't be playing again within the past 5 years for a Super Bowl. I truly believe they should be, but it's not going to happen because of the internal conflict that they have. And at this time of the season, you just can't have internal conflict. You got to be on the same page. So I got the Minnesota Vikings facing the Washington Commanders in the conference championship game.
Okay. Now, if the Minnesota Vikings don't win tonight, who do you think wins the matchup between the Rams and the Eagles?
Eagles.
Okay, so Eagles if Rams win tonight, Vikings if they win tonight. Okay, that's fair. Listen,